Fitch. I'm the chief of security tonight, and I'm the lieutenant of scheduling, so I'm going to be in the dark, making sure you're all safe, making sure things are running smoothly. As you noticed, we are at Improv Boston on a Friday night, 10 p.m., Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Boom!
I know. It's set up back home on a Sunday afternoon in beautiful Maddagunkscott, New Hampshire.
Boom!
That doesn't make sense. Normally we would be celebrating this birthday back home, but as you know, animal control still says it's not safe to be outside until they catch that angry bird.
Yeah!
So here we are. Alright, Improv Boston wants me to let you know that there are security doors, emergency exits, in the back right, in the back middle. There's actually one underneath this screen and then beyond another screen and then a door. That's your best bet, this door that you came in. There are bathrooms, there's a bar in the lobby. You can use those at any time. You can feel free to get up. But there's also going to be a 5-minute intermission about halfway through this birthday party. So if you can hold it and you don't want to miss anything, do that. Let's see here. None of this would be possible without the help of IT extraordinaire. She's hiding behind the screen and a big MacBook thing. I believe this is 3 consecutive functions that you haven't been in jail, so this is great. This is a record.
Yes.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Are you going to introduce
Are you going to
us?
call us to come out?
I thought that. Welcome to the stage, Ruth Wilson Hayes and Jeff Mitchell.
Councilor Jeff Mitchell, as you know, your elected city councilors here. How about a big round of applause for 360 years of Maddagunkscott?
Maddagunkscott, New Hampshire. This is all possible because of each and every one of you.
Yes, your tax dollars went into every flag, every piece of crepe paper, every balloon. Did we get the balloons?
I love balloons.
Did we have balloons?
We couldn't afford balloons, that's right. There's no balloons. We apologize for that. Thank you very much.
We do have a lot of our staff here in the city who have been a huge help. Security guard, Hampus Grossfit.
Yeah, give it up for Hampus, everybody. Running your raffle. Get a ticket at any point in the intermission. If you haven't, give it up for Bernadette Marie Boudreau.
And on the keys, we have Abigail Peanuts.
You probably all had Miss Peanuts for band class or church class or band church.
The Lusitania.
She was on the Lusitania.
And we really have an extraordinary evening planned for all of you this
Hello,
evening.
excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm supposed to be doing a magic show in this space right now.
I'm sorry?
My name is Wallace Horn. I passed out flyers. I'm supposed to be doing a magic show tonight. Right here.
There must be a mistake. This is the 360th birthday of Maddagunkscott. That was our Gunktennial celebration.
Well,
so-
I reserved this space for a magic show.
Do a trick.
I took a community enrichment course on stage magic, and I would like to perform for a paid audience.
It's a very packed agenda, so you're going to have to make your way back to your seat, sir. I'm sorry.
He was
I'm
at the first.
sorry, but I do believe that the space was double booked. He rented the space for 5 minutes.
Double booked with a magic show?
He rented the space for 5 minutes. We did not realize that it would open.
I rented it for 5 minutes.
We can't have a 360th anniversary at the same time as a magic show. There's no way for that
It's
to.
too much. We have a very long list.
What's going on?
Abigail,
There's a
please calm
magician.
down.
This man, he's come to our meetings before. He's a magician now. I guess he lived in an attic for a long period of time.
Well, yes, I was sort of homeless.
Okay, Wallace, please take your seat, okay?
Well,
Talk to you during the
I'm angry about this.
You're more than welcome.
Well, I'm angry at you.
Be a part
I'm
of the
angry
celebration.
at you. A lot of planning went into this. I'm stressed.
He
Okay.
doesn't know what he's doing, right?
We have a great evening.
We have so much planned for you, citizens.
History.
Music,
Oh, poetry.
historical reenactment.
Oh, this is all about the city we love and all about you. So, without further ado, let us welcome our first act of the evening. Please welcome Dan Carlin.
Dan Carlin, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. When Mayor Cups asked me to detail a piece of Maddagunkscott history, my mind immediately went to one figure. I'm always drawn to the extremes of the human experience, and Maddagunkscott's own Dickie Greenwood is about as extreme as it gets. As a boy, friends would dare him to run over cars, breathe nothing but spray paint for an entire day, and eat entire beer cans. Dickie Greenwood did it all, and without any damage to his health. He became known as New Hampshire's greatest daredevil. His reputation grew throughout the 1970s, and by the end of the decade, people were coming from all over the state to see if their dare would be the one to best the man who couldn't die. Driven by some strange compulsion, Dickie Greenwood never said no, and he never failed to complete a dare. When asked how he did it, Dickie had only this to say: "Long as I can see in front of me and my pants stay up, I feel pretty good about it." That outlook would be tested, however, in June of 1980. As any New Hampshire native knows, June means Laconia Bike Week. And the biker gangs of the time were still the barbarian hordes of their day. If they passed through your town, they'd drink all your beer, destroy your bar, pee on your lawn, and ride off into the sunset. In that year, one showed up in Maddagunkscott. Local historian Barf Larson describes them. Quote, "They were called Satan's Bikers. At least that's what many of their leather jackets said on the back. I guess that made sense, since they were a motorcycle gang, and they were scary like Satan is." End quote. The leader of Satan's Bikers went by the name Akko, and Akko was the best of the bikers, and he was there to best the man who couldn't die. He stormed into Greeley's Tavern and Home Heating Oil, Greenwood's base of operations at the time, with his Satan's Bikers, and demanded to see Dickie Greenwood. Owner-operator Scott Greeley claimed that Greenwood was out throwing rocks at cars like he did every Thursday. This enraged Akko, who held a knife to Greeley's throat. Again, Barf Larson, quote, "That was scary because the blade of that knife could have cut his neck, and he needed everything in his neck to be alive. Good thing Dickie Greenwood showed up." End quote. Like something out of an Indiana Jones movie, Greenwood whipped the knife out of Akko's hand with his own belt. One account has him taking a bite out of the knife. Details of the encounter were hazy, but we do know that they brought Greenwood up to the outlook of what was then known as Loyalist Gorge. Once more, Barf Larson. "One of the bikers had took an empty oil drum from Greeley's. At the gorge, Akko said, 'I dare you to jump that gorge in this oil drum.' Dickie said, 'Okay,' and got in. One of the bikers lit the drum on fire. It got pretty hot, but Dickie couldn't get out. Akko said, 'Any last words?' Dickie said, 'No.' He rolled down the hill and off the edge of the gorge. That's it." End quote. When the Satan's Bikers looked down into the gorge, they saw no trace of an oil drum. No body. Nothing except a pair of Wrangler jeans hanging on an outcrop. Now, if Loyalist Gorge doesn't sound familiar to you folks of Maddagunkscott, perhaps you know it by its name, Greenwood Gorge. Since that day in 1980, there have been occasional reports of beer cans on the gorge floor with bites taken out of them. Authorities chalk it up to bears, but I don't know. Greeley's Tavern and Home Heating Oil is still there in Maddagunkscott. I had a beer there this afternoon. Inside, there are a few things hanging on the corner of the bar, commemorating local history and town pride. If you sit in just the right place, next to the portrait of President John Tyler, hanging from a single nail, you'll see a simple, worn-in leather belt. This talk was brought to you by Audible.
All right.
I didn't know that was why they named it Magic.
I know it.
You learn something new every time you come to a city event. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to draw your attention to Bernadette Murray Bourgeois. As we said before, she's running our raffle tonight. We have some wonderful prizes, so please do get a ticket. What do we have to offer the people tonight, Bernadette?
We have a pinata full of surprises. New stuffed box and our beloved animal. We have a mug with the Maddagunkscott seal. And we have a special prize for me, full of things I found in my apartment. Please come over and get a raffle. All proceeds go to my vacation home. Also know that in addition to being at the Gunktennial, I will be hosting the Gunktennial at Danny O'Brien's pub on Main Street. They've let us use the banquet hall as a dance space. If you're a man and you have a body, you can come down and take your shirt off.
Did you say Gunktennial?
Yep, the Gunktennial. 360 men, hopefully.
We have cameras.
Yeah, I don't think we can get public access is going out, so can't. Okay.
All
Anyways.
right. Well, you want to bring up our next?
Sure, moving right along, let's please welcome to the stage Tina and Tuna, who are unveiling a time capsule.
Oh.
Tina and Tuna.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Ruth. Hi, Miss Ruth.
Hi Miss Ruth. Oh my
Hi.
God.
Oh, you guys look
Thank
great.
you. I like your scarf. I'm Tina.
And I'm Tuna, and we're always at how we say Madda's elementary school, and we were selected in our class to present the 360th annual time capsule. So let's bust that baby open. Let's see what's inside.
Okay, there's a note first. It says, "Dearest people of Americans."
Just keep going.
So congratulations on 360 wonderful years. We can only imagine the world you must know. It is our honor in celebration of these years to present to you the contents of this time capsule as a representation of a moment in time of a town we held so dear.
It's a poem swan. We, the people of Maddagunkscott, have founded this town on the principles of kindness, dignity, and respect for one another, and we seek to humble ourselves to serve a world beyond what we know today, and we hope the sacred items you find before you will help you learn who we were and rejuvenate your sense of pride in our humble little town. See where we came from, believe in where we are going. Congratulations and happy 360 years. Yours, the people of Mass. 6058.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what's inside.
These are rocks!
Oh my God, they're crystals. They're fancy rocks.
Oh, a necklace!
This is a pentagram. We learned about it in history
I
class.
can't put that
I want to put it on my neck.
Okay, is this a, who is this, a book?
Look at the wand.
It's a,
It's a magic wand.
listen, this is, okay, from the Wilson Hayes archive.
Is it a spell from the spell book?
Is this your family?
Wilson Hayes.
Is this your family? Listen, okay.
Miss Wolf!
It
Oh
says,
my God!
listen, when the world seems too broken and happiness is lost again, recite the words beneath your eyes and travel places you've never been. With a spell.
Don't really need to cast any spells.
No!
Goddess Kia, great unknown, queen of human love, tell us all the way to find divine happiness from above. What is
God, Tina, what did you do?
I don't know.
Yeah, from the Wilson Hayes Archives. This is your family, Miss Wood. When the world seems too,
I wonder if it gets louder.
when the world seems, I hope so, when the world seems too and broken and happiness is lost again, recite the words beneath your eyes and travel places you've never been. Goddess Kia, great unknown, queen of human love, tell us all the way to find divine happiness. Come up with
You can barely read.
Miss Wood, what does that song mean? With my pussy?
So pussies may also be words for cats.
Oh, we had a cat.
Why would you lick a cat?
You wouldn't.
Well, then why did this
Miss
spell
Wood,
say
your
it's
family licked
so
them.
broken?
Your family licked pussies.
No, listen, this says that when the world seems broken and happiness is lost,
Oh no,
then this
you
is
saying
supposed
it again.
to, this is recite the words beneath your eyes and travel places you've never been.
It makes the world better.
It makes the world better. The pussy crack.
As much as I would have loved to have been here 360 years ago, because it would have meant the world to me, I can't take responsibility for the
Miss
actions.
Wood, do you want to do it?
What?
Do you want to say it?
It's your family spell. It feels white.
This is...
Do it, Ruth. Live a little.
She's a little quick about it.
Okay, we're running very behind.
running.
Okay. When the world seems too lost and broken, happiness is lost again. Recite the words beneath your eyes and travel places you've never been. Goddess Kia, great unknown, queen of human love, tell us all the way to find divine happiness from above.
My neck. Yes! Lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back.
Thank you very much. Cheers to everybody.
Stage magic is more about
You need to
deception.
We're very behind.
Not a magic show.
So next up, that was overwhelming. Let's welcome Mitch Jeffords and Rose Hayes Wilson.
Oh,
Oh, right.
sorry, from
Wanahasset,
Rhode Island.
Hello!
Hello.
Ah, fantastic. Good evening, people of Maddagunkscott. I am Mitch Jeffords.
I am Rose Hayes Wilson.
We are members of the Town Council of Wanahasset, Rhode Island.
Our Mayor Angus McMurphy sends his regards for your 360th anniversary celebration. Unfortunately, he could not be here because he's off providing vaccines to children in rural Nepal.
Ah, bless. But enough about us. We are here to celebrate the birthday of our sister city, and we have a proclamation to present you on our city's behalf. In the year 2018, 360 years since the founding of Maddagunkscott, New Hampshire, and 16 more years since the establishment of Wanahasset, Rhode Island, the Council of Wanahasset makes this proclamation.
Whereas in 1658, a band of exiles settled along the Maddagunkscott Brook. Just outside the radius, the chief magistrate of Rhode Island ordered them to evacuate on account of their diseases and criminality.
Whereas these settlers brought knowledge of commercial whaling, which proved to be of no use since they were nowhere near the ocean. They starved while Wanahasset's fisheries thrived.
Whereas the people of Maddagunkscott demonstrated during the American Revolution, fighting valiantly at Saratoga and Yorktown for the beloved King George III.
Whereas as railways crossed an industrializing nation, including the Wanahasset Regional Junction, the people of Maddagunkscott stuck to tradition, declaring in 1845 that wheels were forbidden.
Whereas the sons of Nigga Squeak Squeak served the during our Civil War by writing encouraging letters
rebel battlefield.
Whereas the descendants of the doomed inland whalers of colonial Megaqueequeg put their naval know-how on show by contributing designs to the unsinkable ship Titanic.
Whereas the nation suffered 2 world wars and a Great Depression, Mogul Bonk Bonk bucked the trend as locals reported no decline in quality of life.
Whereas Maga Shake Shack has grown into a modern suburban town, which Bay and Bowline magazine recently called somewhere to stop for gas.
The Council of Wanahasset, Rhode Island, hereby recognizes Moboloplo for its accomplished artists, such as Maureen Hingle, who appeared in Jurassic Park as an uncredited extra.
The Council of Wanahasset hereby recognizes Marco Polo for its contributions to science, such as Eric Fiddlebert, the namesake of Fiddlebert's disease, which was cured in 1956 by Wanahasset native Dr. Preston Banker.
The Council of Wanahasset hereby recognizes Makalak for its civic progress, such as the Supreme Court case Klein v. New Hampshire, which ensured all Americans the right to expose their bodies to a school bus, so long as the school bus is empty.
The Council of Wanahasset hereby recognizes Monster Duck Rack for its contributions, including Elsa Favreau and her invention of True Tree, an app that can identify if something is or isn't a tree with 78% accuracy.
The Council of Wanahasset thereby wishes Mugabork Black a happy 360th birthday and invites you all to attend our 376th Waniversary celebration in November, which will be at the Wanahasset Convention Center and not at an improv theater in the wrong state.
So that is our proclamation, and on behalf of our town, we have brought you a gift.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's not really kosher for us to accept gifts that are over $50.
It's much less than
Are you
$50.
sure?
Well, you should open it right now and tell everyone what's in
Read it out loud.
We hope you feel better. To mourn the long skort. Get well soon from your friends in Wanahasset.
This is a Dunkin' Donuts gift card for $3.60.
Congratulations and thank you.
And of course, Mayor Cox wish she could have been there, but
Hot dog. Hot dog. Come on.
Yes!
Hot dog.
Sir, this would never happen.
I'm sorry, is that man selling hot dogs? All right, we don't. There's not. There. We're not zoned.
Are they in a bond?
Hot dog. The bond.
I want them.
Hot dog. All right. I don't think we're not zoned for food sales or consumption. You got it, sir. You got it. You can't do this. Moving forward. Sir, are you health department?
Yeah, do you
I got all that shit. Watch please. I'm not giving that shit back.
They're not allowed to eat.
I got you box. Box. All right. Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know.
Campus, please.
This isn't a sporting event.
$5 for 2.5 other dogs. 2.5.
Sir, this is a town celebration.
go, please, sir?
Yeah.
What you want?
We got one back.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna help him.
Thank you. Thank you for having me this evening. You may have seen me in past performances such as For All That It's Worth, where I played Mrs. Buttersworth. It did indeed bring great rewards, and I want to tell you the rewards I won for that. I won a nomination for Best Local Performance at the New Hampshire Community Theatre Awards and a restraining order from the Senior Center. I have been on sabbatical from performing after I found Jesus in my knee while gardening. But I have returned with a revelation. I recently acquired from data from 23andMe, and I discovered that I have a distant relation to one of the Maddagunkscott builders of the Titanic. This got to my core. The iceberg in my soul had revealed the top, but a tiny version of me, born-again Christian, and below, a sea full of secrets that I had not been revealed before, and I am here to give you my next piece. I have had a personality shift, and I must bring the Titanic back to Maddagunkscott. I will be reciting the names of the local victims of the Titanic that did die, that are from Maddagunkscott. Now, as you all know, I am a method actor, and there are things that I will be doing for you today. And I do hope that you are ready for this, because I'm going to recite these names while encased in ice. Could I have roast bitch, could you please? Maestro, if you please.
and Shmuley Novak for a poetry reading.
It's fucking Shmuley.
Shmuley! Sorry, Shmuley. Shmuley. It's a typo.
I'm not fucking going.
Come on, he's gonna say the name. Say the name right.
Shmuley. Shmuley Novak.
You look like I used to.
It's the only magic trick we're gonna see is you getting down these fucking steps.
Oh, fuck you. Excuse our language. So sorry.
You make me get out of bed and dress up for this?
You dressed up?
I'm dressing up for
You
this.
dressed up? Get down here!
I'm only here for the fucking ride.
I can't go faster than
I'm
you.
learning the things from her.
We've been married 48 years.
It feels like 360 years.
Get on stage. Come on! They're playing the music.
Yeah, well, it sounds like reggae.
You wouldn't know reggae if it makes you in
It
a
sounds
book.
like Klezmer took a trip down to the Caribbean.
Come on! Now, we're gonna do a poem.
Can I get me to do a poem right now?
Yes, we're doing a poem. It's a call and
I did
response.
a poem earlier. Time to do a poem again. My neck and my back. I got a poem that people
That's
sing.
a poetry. No, this is a call and response. You say a thing and then they say something.
What the fuck are we doing here, brother?
Shmuley!
Tell me you're coming to a birthday party. I don't even have a drink.
It's a city birthday party. Come on.
A party and what am I running for fucking class president?
Now, remember the poem. We wrote it last night.
I was shit-faced.
Come on. Come on.
Should the microphone be ready?
No, I'm moving. Married for 48 years, we've been late twice. All right.
It's too far.
What do you want me to do?
No.
This is what we have.
Be a better husband.
You
Whoa. First of all.
See? You're on my side. Hey, this is our time. This is our time.
Don't let them get to you. Hey, not in front of people.
All right. Maddagunkscott. Happy day.
Are you trying to get them to say something?
No, you say, then they say.
My husband's got a nasty dumb butt. We live here in...
Yes! Maddagunkscott, you're so beautiful. Then you say something.
Better looking than my husband.
Okay. The people are what make this town great.
I feel like you're setting me up for failure.
No, the word is great. There's millions of words.
And then we wrote this last night, and then they're supposed to say, Maddagunkscott. Now we're skipping I'm like the middleman.
You want to switch?
I would love to. Yeah, we've lived together in holy matrimony.
We don't eat pork bologna.
Would have had a hot dog if they were kosher beef.
My neck, my back, my queef.
Maybe we change that to the slogan of Maddagunkscott. My neck, my back, my queef, Maddagunkscott.
God is Kia, great unknown queen. Tell us all the way to find you. I can't read this from the
Last one.
On this day, the celebration of our birth,
may you have so much happiness, love, and mirth.
Maddagunkscott.
Great to see.
You look how I used to look.
Makes me sentimental for a time when, I was in love.
That's it. It's too late. It's too late.
It's too late.
Sorry,
we're doing it now.
We have to go. We have,
We don't want to leave. We don't even want to be here.
we don't want to. They get it.
All right, it's very late. We set an alarm for 8 o'clock
8
tonight.
o'clock tonight.
And we made it here.
Well, the door is over there if you're leaving this.
No, we have something. We have something to say. It's just we have to go.
Well, we're so sorry.
So sorry. We gotta do it now. We gotta do it. We can't wait.
We know this is a celebration and we're very happy. We're two of Maddagunkscott's oldest residents. I'm 107.
And I'm 107.
We grew up together.
We grew up together, right over here.
Anyway, I had a birhtub.
Yeah, I'm Muriel Fountainbottom. You probably know the family, the Fountainbottom family.
They're very famous.
They're very famous.
So, we know that this isn't about grievances.
It's not.
But this is also the largest crowd that the city council's ever had.
Well,
so we'd be remiss
debatable.
if we didn't
Bring
put
in our grievance.
our grievance. And it's about Halloween. It's coming up this year.
Spooky, scary.
Very spooky.
Spooky, scary Halloween.
Okay, we're going to talk about one thing in particular, how late it is.
It's so
It's
late.
very late.
It's so late.
And it didn't always, it wasn't always late.
It wasn't always.
It used to be in the morning.
It used to be.
It used to be on Sunday morning.
You said Halloween on Sunday morning?
You know
Sunday
what?
morning.
It wasn't ever so cold. It was warm. It was
No, it
spring.
was the beginning of spring.
It was right at the beginning of spring.
It was
Easter?
Yes,
And it was never all this different.
No. It was one candy,
candy.
and you went and you found
You
it
found it in the grass.
in the grass, and that was a bad time.
It was and there was one costume. Not all this spooky, scary.
Everyone was a bunny.
So this is what we say to you. Bring it back to the original form.
Can we get a vote?
Can we get it?
Can we get a vote?
This is not a public forum for
Okay, so we're gonna take a vote real quick. Who wants Halloween to go back to the way it was? Well, by applause.
By applause.
And who wants it to stay where it is right now? Marion?
If you could just do us a favor because, it's your birthday. Are we gonna have another birthday? Who's to say?
Who knows?
Please say maybe a birthday present for us. Our kids aren't around.
No, and our husbands are dead.
They're dead.
They're dead.
They
They
were
died by
killed by
spooky ghosts.
They were killed by spooky ghosts. No more spooky ghosts.
No more spooky ghosts. Put it back on April Sundays.
On April Sundays, please.
All right, well, thank you.
We promise you on April Sunday we will have eggs and bunnies.
That's all we ask.
It's so
Exactly. It's very late. It's very
Happy
late. So
almost
thanks. Great.
birthday. I hope
Thank
you
you.
make it. I hope you make it. Oh, what a wait.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and now
Hey,
we're
ladies and
just...
gentlemen, 107 years old.
Let's
Let's
get
do
on
them.
the stage.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. We're running about 10 minutes behind, but that is A-okay.
There's no problem here.
We're about to close out the first half of this program.
Yes, and unfortunately, on the note of seniority and maybe spooky ghosts and passing on, we've had a lot of.
It's fine. It'll just bruise.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a lot of great things happen over the course of the last year, but of course, not everyone made it, and there's some people that couldn't be here to celebrate with us, and so we'd like to welcome to the stage Martha Vandesnel for our Maddagunkscott in memoriam segment.
Death! It's so hard. Luckily, I'm not dead. I am Martha. Martha. I'm I'm Martha. I run the local theater right in the center of town. I do not like performance art. I didn't like what this was. If I was going to talk about the Titanic, I would have been Kate Winslet. You'd be like, who's that? Kate Winslet? It would have been me. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Dead people, dead people. Oh boy. Oh, Grover. Grover died by going to this orgy by an orb. That's a true story. He went to an orgy by an orb and it was, blood started coming out of his chest. I don't go to orgies. I don't share spotlight with anybody. Besides Meryl Streep. But I'd still get top billing. Next slide! Oh, Jack. You know Jack, they were just talking about spooky ghosts. This guy hunted spooky ghosts, and then one of them killed him. Have you ever heard it? They're already dead. They killed a human? I've never even heard of that before. That's wild. I like his sunglasses. I wish I could pull off aviators. Next slide. Jasper, oh Jasper, he died by a weird flower, like that musical with the flower that eats people. He died. Little Shop of Horrors, that's what it is. He died. He came over to my house one day and he gave me some flowers and was like, Martha, will you go out with me one day? And I was like, no, you're not attractive enough. And now he's dead. I feel bad. But not that bad. Bye, Jasper. Next slide. Oh, the Richardson family. This is very sad. We lost a whole family. It's very sad. There seems to be there's a lot of men in this family. Like, too many men, you know what I mean? I love gay people, but I don't want to play them in a game. Dangerous. It's very dangerous to play gay in a game. You'll be gay in real life. Next slide. Oh, Ellen. Ellen was my best friend. Until one day, she stole my lampshade. I never talked to her again, but I did write her children a letter letting them know she had syphilis. Every child wants to know their mother's venereal disease. Next slide. No, fuck this! Fuck this! He's not dead unless he drowned in a pile of scratchers. Next slide. Oh. Trigger warning, a dog died. Human when dogs die. Oh, that fuzzy little buddy. Next slide. Oh, Vincent. Vincent, that tall drink of water. He was my accountant. He was so good with numbers and bad in bed. But you know what? At this age, I'd rather trip down to Tiffany's than an orgasm. Oh, he's dead. That's so sad. Next slide. Is Anton dead? How long has he been missing?
2 months, yeah. 4 months? 6 months.
That's not long enough to be in the memoriam. Next, Anton, I believe in you. Is this going out to the universe? I believe in you, Anton. Come home soon. Oh, Hampus is dead. Good. Good. Oh my God, he probably died with sticking his dick in the sink. Oh my God. Oh my God, right in the garbage disposal. Oh, bled to death. You're alive. I didn't see you. Well, that's great. Welcome back. Next slide. Oh, Mama. Oh, Mama. She was so once. Well, I'm sorry she's dead. I'm sorry she's... Okay, next slide. Oh, that's it. Phew.
Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Luther King.
Everyone, we're going to take a brief 5-minute intermission. The quicker you go to the bathroom and get your drinks, and I really mean 5 minutes, the quicker we can get back to this. So please move your tushies right now. Thank you!
Welcome back, everyone. Moving right along in our tight schedule tonight, we have a very special treat for all of you.
We have, a blast from the past.
That's right, star of stage and screen.
Little Miss Dimple.
Let's give it up for Little Miss Dimple.
I've written a song for the Gunktennial. The way you say those, they say you are frozen in time. I've written a song for the Gunktennial, 'cause I think you're hitting your prime. Although you are built on a landfill, to me you are shiny and new. I've written a song for the Gunktennial, saying I love you. Some say you're old and you're moldy, and your rivers are covered in slime. They tell you your sister is missing, but you haven't done Your sister stole all of your rules. And you had to fill her with coal. Written a song for
This woman's a maniac! You had a spot on the show, you didn't have to tie me up! Please leave.
I love you all so much, and I'll be waiting for you. I know where you all live.
You want to sell some music?
Hey, Miss, what's the matter? You're messing around in the middle of Little Miss Dimple's performance.
Come on.
She bumped me over the head and then tied me to a chair. No one noticed I was missing.
You're a great actor.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not what happened.
You're wearing a fluorescent vest.
That's the most sensible thing this man said all night.
Next on the docket, we have
Philip Q. Samlinson. Philip Q. Samlinson with an essay reading.
Why Maddagunkscott? A paean to the necessary town. What is a city? Some will define a city by population density and number of buildings, others by municipal institutions, still others by economic function. The other day I heard someone say that a city, more than anything, is its people, their hopes, dreams, and fears. That is appalling sentimentality, but nevertheless approaches the truth, albeit by oblique angles. A city is best understood as a geographical locus of consensual reality, or put more simply, it is a collection of shared hallucinations heaped together in one place. But more on that later. The other day I was speaking with a friend of mine, let's call him Daniel. It's not important, I invented him to make a point. I was talking to my friend Daniel and he asked me, why, Stephen, does a writer of your caliber allow himself to waste away in the backwoods town of yours? Is it perhaps the lower cost of living? And I said to him, well, Daniel, you'd be surprised, these little towns, they nickel and dime you to death. He said, are you perhaps afraid of competition from the big writers in the large towns like New York? To which I answered, I do not measure myself against hacks. And while it is so that true genius may be obscured by the sheer volume of excreted pseudo-literature, much as the true light of distant stars can be hidden from our eyes by the glare of the half-broken neon sign of the liquor store or the strip club, neither is that the reason for my choice. To speak plainly, I live in Maddagunkscott for the same reason that I would live in Paris in the 20s, in San Francisco in the 60s, or in Vienna in the fin de siècle. It is quite simply the only place to be to understand the genius avi, the spirit of the age. You obviously don't understand what I'm talking about, so I'll explain. What we are witnessing in the early 21st century is nothing less than the breakup of shared reality. In a short time, we have gone from 9/11 truthers to Obama birthers to anti-vaxxers to resurgent flat earthers. And it's not just the fringes. Each of us has presented to him an algorithmically shaped universe of post-fact listicles, headlines, and opinions. People, I am talking of nothing less than calamitous epistemological collapse. However, somehow this calamity has come and gone from Maddagunkscott. At first glance, this town seems impossible. Imagine a city of this size and supporting the number of community theaters, music festivals, and actual deaths at community feedback sessions. Have you noticed all of the orphans in town sound British? Did you know that one of my students lives next door to death? And our most popular Italian restaurant is run by a mostly naked circus boy. Impossible, ludicrous, and yet every word of it true. Here's another thing, you may try it tonight. Ask 5 different people for directions to the Holly Public Library. You will get 5 different and contradictory answers. But we always arrive where we're going. Maddagunkscott is not a large town, or a famous town, or a rich town, or a cultured town, and God help us, not a particularly intelligent town. But it is a town that somehow navigates the collapse of common ground, both intact and with vibrant communality. No artist of true vision could resist living here in this place, this Maddagunkscott, this incubator of the future, this necessary city. To you, Maddagunkscott.
I'm tired of this. Okay, I'm tired. This is nice. It's your birthday. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations. But I'm doing a magic show, whether you like it or not. So on my side, they want to see stage magic more than they want to see someone recite as many dictionary words as they can.
You know, if you would like to do magic, I like magic quite a bit.
Why don't you pick a card? Oh, you like magic. Oh, so you were on board with this premise since the beginning.
Well, it's not scheduled.
Why did you not speak up? Please.
Very tight.
Pick a card from Wallace Horn. Is it? Please show it to the audience. I took a community stage magic course and learned how to perform this art. Is it the 5 of spades?
No.
You picked the wrong card. There were 52 options and you're a numbskull. Give me the card. I need an audience volunteer. Please leave. I'm doing a show. We have one. I need a woman from the audience. Would you like to come up? Great, give up please a round of applause. Get me your chair, please. And I saw, was there another chair? Can someone please donate your chair? Get up and donate your chair.
That's Dan Carlin.
What? I haven't been paying attention this entire show. Okay, now, madam, I need you to lie down across these chairs. I need you to lie down across these chairs. Please. Thank you. I am going. This is a saw I bought for $9 from Ace Hardware yesterday. Put the saw away. Where do you want me to put it? I don't have a place I can just put it. No, lie down. No. What?
Are you gonna make me do this?
Do what? What are you gonna do? Citizens arrest.
With magic hand.
That's magic.
He did that.
Well, I think it's time now for our raffle.
Oh my God, you're right.
I think everybody has a raffle ticket, right?
Yeah, Bernadette, would you like to go ahead and pick a prize?
Alright, first prize. Everyone have their tickets? Legible? Alright, our first prize states can be a stuffed possum or London logo. I made the hole too small. Alright, the winner is 655038. 655038.
Did they leave? Did they leave?
Does nobody have?
No? Alright.
I misplaced both of my tickets.
Well, it doesn't matter. Hang on. Alright, the winner of the possum is 655074.
Wait.
107 years and still full of luck.
Alright. Moving on, next prize, the mug with our logo on it.
Hang on, I misplaced.
I don't care about you.
cough drop if you see it, June.
Cough drops.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you so much. Wonderful, excellent job.
I believe actually we may have Mayor Joseph Cox is supposed to be here.
Very special, as anyone who's come to the city council meetings that we do here probably knows, Mayor Cups has almost always been absent, unable to attend for various reasons. And tonight we have here, promised to us, in the flesh, your mayor, Joseph Cups!
What?
What's up, Kat?
He said he's not coming.
You kidding? Again?
Yeah.
He did send me a video message.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A video.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, a video from Mayor Joseph Cups! It's just coming up next. One more time? Yeah, the June
Good evening, citizens of Maddagunkscott. This is your Mayor Joseph Cups, reluctantly sending a video message to wish the town a happy 360th birthday. As you all know, I haven't been in the town for quite some time, and I don't care to be. And I'm only sending this video message because I feel sorry for all of you. If you've been wondering where I've been on vacation. On a prolonged, self-imposed vacation on the Cape of Massachusetts. See him? He's my friend. He's nicer to me than anyone in Maddagunkscott ever was. I need to have a snack. Going to pour salt into my hand and then lick it. That's what my snack's going to be. Now, I enjoy the Cape because the weather is not... I have decided that I'm not going to return to Maddagunkscott. I don't want to return. I'm content where I am. And so I will give mayoral powers and duties over to Ruth Wilson Hayes and Jeff Richards. They're not qualified at all, but of all the least qualified people, they are the most qualified, which isn't saying much. I don't know what else to say, dear citizens of Maddagunkscott. I'm very happy where I am. Yesterday, a crab pinched my bottom, and I liked it. I giggled at it, and it scurried away. And it was only after investigating the situation for a few extra minutes that I realized that I had pinched my own bottom. My hand was a crab. That was a pretty special moment for me. Happy birthday, Maddagunkscott. Happy birthday, indeed.
We can both be mayor. There needs to be an election. That's
impossible for us.
I'd love to be considered, but that's okay. I mean, he just left, so now we don't have any mayor at all. It's 360th birthday, and he just leaves us out in the cold.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I could just use a pick-me-up right now. This is supposed to be a celebration. And
We're nearing the end. We shouldn't end like this.
No.
We shouldn't end with this piece of trash who hasn't been here all year.
He walked out on us!
On our 360th birthday! Where's Polly? Where's Polly?
Is he on the... I didn't look at the list. Yeah.
Polly?
That's improvised.
Polly the possum?
Our town mascot, Polly the Possum, is the only thing that
He's
could possibly
the
make
only
this night
one
better.
that can help us. Polly? Polly! Are you there?
Sorry, I cannot fulfill my duties tonight, but it's time the town knew that I'm dying.
Is there anything we can do?
There's not enough town spirit.
You're dying because there's not enough town spirit?
I just want to tell you all that it's been the privilege of my life to be the mascot of Maddagunkscott.
You can't die in a sense.
If it's not enough town spirit, we'll just have to get more town spirit.
That's impossible. There's no way that much town spirit can occur. I need a rest. I'm sorry. I need a rest.
Don't lay down. Don't lay
Polly,
down.
I need a rest.
what if we sang the town anthem? Would that possibly... Oh my god, he's not responsive.
Cat!